Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Beardy and today we have a player review for the Flashback SBC Pedro card. This was a card that when I saw at first I wasn't too keen on it. I thought the requirements were a little bit expensive. I don't remember them off the top of my head. I know the card cost around 85,000 coins. Unfortunately the SBC is not out anymore, which is a shame. If you do want to do this card, you can't anymore. If you do have it and you haven't used it yet, this video is probably great for you. But yeah, I decided to do it because I had the players sitting in my club. I was waiting for an SBC to come out so to go up in price, but they haven't gone up in price, so I just put them in to this Pedro SBC instead, and I was pleasantly surprised with how he's performed. As you can see on the right, I've played 11 games with him. You'll see the 11 games in a highlights section just after this first bit. But 11 games, 11 goals, and 7 assists. That's brilliant. In Division Force and Division 3, I think that's really good for an 86 rated player. I was playing him at cam, so I wasn't playing him in his dedicated position of left wing. I have him there just to get him a full cam, but then in the game I move him into a cam. I'll show you the formation I use in just a second, but we'll get into his stats here. So he's got the 5-star weak foot, which really was a selling point for me. That's just, I think I need that for a cam in any game really. 5-star weak foot is just so reliable. You don't have to worry about what side you're on when you're passing or shooting. It's great. 4-star skill moves is fine. I'm not much of a skiller. I only really need a scoop turn, to be honest. So 4-star skill moves is perfect for me. Medium. It's alright. It's not great. I prefer a high medium or a high low, but we'll take medium. It's fine. 5'7", that's okay. Face card stats looks decent. It wasn't amazing. It didn't blow me away when I first saw it. That's why I didn't originally do it. And then I went to his attribute details. I saw 90 acceleration, and that raised my eyebrow because I saw 86 pace and didn't think he'd be that quick. But 90 acceleration, 77 sprint speed, can be boosted up with the Hunter, which is what I've got on him. I think that's the best one for the position he's going to be playing, because it also boosts his shooting stats, finishing up to 94, shot power 91, volleys 96, penalties, doesn't matter. Keepers save most of them anyway. At least of mine they do. Attack positioning 91, and then his dribbling stats are they just kind of sort themselves out really. 93 agility, 93 balance, 91 ball control. That's kind of all you need really for the dribbling. At least I feel. Composure decent as well, reactions are good. Curve 88, great for the finesse shots this year, and he also has the finesse shot trait, which is awesome. Outside the foot shot and launch shot taker, so he kind of has all the meta traits you could say for at this stage of FIFA. 84 stamina, which is great for playing in the cam. Would be nice if it was towards the 90s, but we'll take 84 for this stage of the game. It's not too bad. He can last the game without really feeling tired. Even better when you make the rage quit, so he lasts the whole game. Yeah, I think that's just about it for the face card. This is the team. I'm going to be running around with Pedro in for these 11 games. I'll take you through the custom tactics really quick, what I used, or just the formation at least. Where is it? There we go. We play a 4-2-3-1 with the 3 cams up top, Pedro being the center cam. I got Correa and Gomez out wide with Dembele up top. Dembele is fantastic as well. I'll probably be doing a player review on him after this Pedro card. But Pedro is phenomenal as a cam. His passing is great. I think I did forget to show you his passing stats. I'm sure you saw it, but quickly let you know what they were again. 87 short pass, fantastic. 88 vision is great. That's kind of all you need for the passing stats really for the area he'll be playing in. Where's his long pass? 77, not great. If you wanted to boost it, you could put a Deadeye on him, which would boost all of his passing stats and his shooting stats as well. But yeah, I think that's all we really need to talk about. We'll get into the pros and cons with a bit of gameplay over the back. Let's start off with some of the pros for the Pedro SBC card. Starting with the 5-star weak foot. I think the 5-star weak foot is just an essential for any cam or striker in FIFA 22. I think with the way passing is this year, it's not amazing. You really have to be accurate, and I think the 5-star weak foot really does help with that. We'll get into the next point. These stats to make him a really well-rounded player. So you can play him pretty much in any part of the attacking half really. Left wing, right wing, cam, striker. You can play him anywhere. Like with his pace, you can play him up in striker. The acceleration is just brilliant. And with the 5-star weak foot, you don't have to just play him on the right. He can cut in on his left and hit it the same as he can with his right. That's the whole point of the 5-star weak foot. And yeah, with the finish shot trait and the 88 curve, he should be scoring those finish shots from just about anywhere really. We'll get into his link ability for the pro. It's kind of a pro and a con. We'll start with the pro. So the Spanish links and the Serie A links, as you can see, the team I've built is pretty good for this stage of FIFA. If you don't buy 15 million FIFA points and you don't have all these rude hullets and icons, you're probably looking at a team like this around the 200k mark, 300k mark. I don't actually know how much it costs exactly. With the Spanish players, you can really get some good players. So if you're looking at the left back position, you got Jordi Alba, probably from what I've used so far, probably one of the best left backs so far I've used. Spinazzola being probably the second best left back, and he's the other link that you can get Pedro with because of Serie A. So you've got good fullback options. The only problem is you don't get a green link with either of those. They're both orange links, so you're not getting the full chemistry. So if you're playing in the 4-5-1 formation, to get him on the full chemistry with that green link on the left wing and left back, you won't get it. You'll only get him on 7 cam unless you pair him up with someone else in that cam spot, which I've done there with Llorente being Spanish as well. Now for the next pro, let's go for the 98 acceleration. I think acceleration in just about any FIFA is more important than sprint speed. Sprint speed's good for the longer runs that you're doing if you're running from halfway to the goal. But if you just try and do those short bursts, get the ball, take it off a defender, just skip past the defender, that acceleration is all you really need. And then the agility as well. The pace and the agility kind of play a part in itself, and also his height. So the smaller players usually have the better agility, just by their stats. Really, they have better balance, better agility stats, and when they got good acceleration, it just makes them even more agile. You'll see in his clips that he's just zipping around defenders like they're nothing, and it's really important to get through the defense because it's quite hard to this year. Most defenders are quite solid. All right, let's move on to the cons now. I only found 3 cons personally as to why you wouldn't want to use this card if you did do the SBC. As I said before, it's a pro and con with his link ability. He is limited to who he can link to. I did say Jordi Alba, Llorente, Spinazzola, the Serie A, and the Spanish links are good, but that's kind of it. You don't really have much else to link him to. You kind of have to use a Spinazzola or an Alaba to link him to. There are obviously other Spanish left backs and Serie A left backs, but they just won't be as good. And the next con I'm going to talk about is the price of the actual SBC. At 86k, it's quite a lot. I'd imagine if this card was on the market, he'd be more around the 40 to 50,000 region if he was tradable. But if you don't have this card, I wouldn't be too worried. You can get Insignia for around 10-15k now. I don't think he's that expensive at all. And the only downside to him is he only has 4-star weak foot. He still has 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, only an inch shorter. I think his dribbling is probably a little bit better, and pace is a bit more well-rounded. You can get him up to around the same sprint speed. But yeah, if you're looking for that alternative in the Serie A left wing, left mid area, Insignia is there, and could do the same job as what Pedro could, just without that 5-star weak foot. And the other con I found was the work rates. The medium sometimes got in the way. Like, he would sometimes just drop back when I didn't ask him to. I do have the instruction on him to stay forward, but because of his medium work rates, he would sometimes drift a little bit deeper than I would have hoped. A high-low would have been perfect for him, just to kind of stay higher up the field and really pushing forward to break the lines. There were some points where he was a little lazy and wouldn't push all the way up, but most of the time he was pushing up because I do have him on stay forward. So the work rates aren't a massive issue, but I was just trying to be a little bit nitpicky and find some faults in him. Alright, that just about wraps up this video for the Pedro SBC Flashback card. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe down below and leave a comment. Let me know what players you want to see in the future. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.